That's right.
You ready?
Mellow Wednesday.
I like it, man. Is it that time?
Everybody, it's time for Victor Allen's New Sports, written, directed, and produced by Victor Allen, the man that the ladies call Sexual Chocolate. And now here he is, dressed in appropriate sports attire. Here's Vic.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I'm dressed appropriately in the
sports attire.
I kind of like that, man. Well, you know, let me say this. There's a quote going around that everybody right now is saying Manning has left the building. He left the building along with Jim. So, did you see the...
No, were they crying? I heard they were crying.
Hey, look, here's the part. I'm going to start this off with this right offhand. Welcome to New Sports. We frame things a little bit different, but it's still about sports, and we do the best we can to exercise our own opinion. Let me say this. The part I love about this, and I'll put my hand up to say I was a little bit guilty, but not as much as the general pundits of what they were saying the owner, Jim Irsay, was saying about the Peyton Manning conflict. All of you guys got it wrong, badly. You was talking about there's a war going against Peyton and Jim, whatever. It didn't exist.
So he wasn't...
I've already said to myself, I said, look, I said this. I said, the campaign is what you read into it. And I think everybody who saw what I saw that Jim was coming to tears. After he handed it over to Peyton, he's holding back the tears. And so what I'm saying is this. You found out that they're generally more friends. So if you ever want to see this again, this is the part where I go, I can't wait to look at
I'll have to take
the broadcast pundits who I said, now you understand your media and how you can get really caught up. I'm part of it, a little indie part here. But they inflamed this as if there was a war.
Where's the love, man?
Okay.
Where's the love, man?
There was no war. Nah. You felt that they could not stand
I love
leaving.
You, man.
Okay. Peyton says, I'm going to miss the equipment managers because of the relationships of the people. So the part I'm saying here is, yeah, okay, the release of Peyton, I don't look at it as the release that we're used to. I look at it as a celebration that they came and took a bigger relationship that went beyond the media, the amount of money, the CEO. I think they just transcended all of it because I don't think it was a show at all. So I can't wait to follow up and just see what now the traditional ESPN, I don't care what other stations, how they frame this. Because it's going to be something where they're going to try to pull something out of it. But if you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. Now, this is my question, Mario. You didn't see it, so you can't really address the interview.
But I'm wondering.
What are you wondering?
I'm wondering. I want to see them cry.
All right. Well, let me just
kiss
say,
at the end.
Let me say this. This is the part that's interesting about this. They're talking about a man in a state, not only in a city, that you're going to look at as an icon. I mean, when you think of people up there, you're going to think of Bird, right? You're going to think of Bird.
Larry Bird?
Yeah, you're going to think of Larry Bird because he transcended, people.
That's right.
You're going to think of, this is the part I have to, let me just say this. When I say this man was a coach.
Michael Jackson? Oh, sorry. Indianapolis.
Just say this. I'll give you a hint who he is. He used to throw chairs on the basketball courts.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, man. Come on. You have to participate with
That's right. That's right. The most refuted basketball coaches.
See,
I can't say his name.
Okay. No, let me just say this. I'll take it even further than that. When I say Larry Bird and I say Peyton and I say, well, who will be the biggest icon as it relates to that state? I clearly think, right, because of now, Peyton is being celebrated even more so because of what he represents. But my question is, he's being celebrated more than his brother who's won one more Super Bowl. Is there a disparity here between the celebration of who Peyton is accumulatively, whether he has less Super Bowls, or should we sit there and say, well, if he's the man and he's got one Super Bowl and breaking all these records, well, Eli, he's got ways to go.
Yeah, he does. And I mean, and even though having Super Bowls is one thing, but no. Peyton's impact on the sport, the way people view him, is a bigger impact, a broader impact. It just is.
And I'm going to say this. I'm not trying to ignore Bobby Knight, but he is an icon in its own way. Okay. In his own way. So if you had those...
He is, icon.
When you think of Indiana and you think of sports between Bird, Bobby Knight, and Peyton, who are you going to think of? Who's going to come to mind first?
Bird.
Bird? Bigger impact than what Peyton?
Probably.
probably. More championships, right?
Yeah, for the area. And he's also considered a local boy, whereas Peyton's had his career there.
Right.
But it's not where he grew up.
Right.
Whereas Larry Bird, he's from Salt Lick.
Right.
So he's he's homegrown.
I know. This is so funny. I'm
What
hearing
was
some
that?
noise. No, somebody was on our answering service, and believe me, I thought it was your phone.
I did
I thought
too.
it
I
was
was
your
like,
phone. I
what
thought
was
you was
that?
playing a trick. All right, let me go over to this next part because Mari, I'm gonna say this, and I think the part that's the numbers are going to speak for themselves. Will Peyton win another Super Bowl?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man, well, just give me your best guess. He's 35, 36, right?
No.
I mean,
No, because he's not going to be traded to a team that's a close enough, good enough contender.
So, and the record already shows that so far, no
No one
player
I know of.
has ever gone to another team and won a Super Bowl. The closest is Brett Favre.
Yeah.
That's the closest. So right now the numbers say it's not going to happen.
No.
All right. So we're already saying that he's not going to win one. Okay. Here's my other question. Because the loss of this man who now is probably going to leave the state, did women cry more when Larry Bird retired or Peyton Manning left the state of Indiana?
Women probably going to cry more for Peyton Manning.
Why?
When Larry Bird left, they probably happy to get their husbands back. Back then, it was even worse.
Okay.
They're like, I'm getting my husband back now.
So who's the real ladies' man? Is it Peyton or Larry?
Peyton.
Peyton.
I think Peyton is actually more of a ladies' man than Larry Bird was. Larry Bird is, he's good old Larry from Salt Lick.
It's Salt Lake. Okay, this is the accumulation of the story. What team do you hope Peyton goes to? Because you know he's going to a team. And you know he's not going to be in the division with his brother. They're not going to even have that happen. And more likely, it looks like he's going to be in the NFC probably more than the AFC. It looks like the teams that they're massaging, whether it's Arizona, Kansas City, maybe Washington, versus the New York Jets where they're saying no, Miami, some others. Who do you think?
Washington Redskins.
Wow, everybody's kind of saying that. But you know the cities...
It has to do with the coach.
Right. But let me tell you, and I looked at what they were saying, the best fit, the team that ready to plug in, Houston. And it's in the AFC.
That's not bad.
Not bad? Okay.
They just have to be willing to take they have a quarterback
Right.
that they have a certain amount of investment in.
Right.
And who was injured, right? And
Right.
they have the other guy. It's just being willing to put all that on the back burner.
Well, let me ask you this. Would you take the gamble and plug Peyton into Alex Smith's spot of the 49ers?
No.
Absolutely not.
Not if I was the 49ers, I wouldn't.
Too much of a disruption?
Yeah.
Changing the whole program of how it's
Yeah.
played? Okay, got it. All right, now I just
Yeah,
want to
I think Alex Smith has done well for them, and I think he's rejuvenated. Now you've done all this, and I actually thought about it as consideration, but I said no. He's rejuvenated and had a great year,
Right.
With everything. No way. Well, I wouldn't mess with anything if I was the 49ers.
Yeah. In other words, so let me say this: if you had to pick between the two teams, that's more likely it could happen between New York, the Jets, and 49ers. If it could happen, what's the most likely team?
Neither one of those is likely to me.
See, you cool?
I mean, those are neither one of those. I can't see the Jets trying to do that
Right.
because I think they learned their lesson already with Favre,
Right.
and I think that they are still committed with Sanchez.
Yeah. I agree.
And I think it just adds. That's all those things. Adding him, unless you go to a team where you have a spot already for him,
Right.
Adding him where you have a quarterback that you
Right.
try. That's a problem.
Right. No, I agree with you. You know what the pros and cons for me are? That when you look at the New York Jets, it's not that they don't have the talent. The problem is the culture of the locker room and everybody. They do not have a cohesive synergy culture and what they call discipline. So it's good to go there because they got talent. It's bad because you got all this fraction going on. Now with the 49ers, they are all on one page. So they're more apt to be more attractive because the discipline, what they've done with defense, I agree. Highly unlikely, but if I had to pick a team, I would gamble San Francisco. All right, let me go over to this story because the tweeting or the trending tweets has all been around Manning. Okay, let's just say the way it is. He's already been the one. And we usually put categories of making decisions under several different categories. As you look at this next story I'm going to bring up about this soccer kicker who's going to threaten the men's domain in college football. But before I get to that, Mario, I think I'm just going to sign this right offhand. We usually go as this ballin', whatever story, big pimpin', something for the ladies. I'm just going to say this is a ballin' story because they actually were crying. So they were ballin' in a different way. Not necessarily the ballin'. Which ballin' do you think this comes under? The ballin' that you're crying or the ballin' because they're both ballin'? That's the Colts Super Bowl 6 years ago. Don't be nice, man. Be nice. Come on, man. Be nice.
They're balling because they're balling.
Okay, there you go. I'm good. Not balling. Have you ever seen two grown men cry? One, the owner, and the icon at the same conference, at the same podium. When's the last time you've seen that happen?
It's been a while. Usually you have to go on to one of these sports shows. There's certain ones where people are known to cry.
Right. The athletes tend to have those moments.
That's right.
And an owner could have it, but together. No, I haven't seen that, man. That
Matt Lauer used to make him cry. They used to make him cry.
I'm going. All right.
Cry.
All right.
Will Ferrell got him, though.
See, I knew he was going to go there. Hey, look. Much love between the owner and Peyton. You guys threw me for a loop on that one. I didn't think it was coming that way. I'm glad I got it wrong. I just want to see if everybody else feels the same way.
We were touched.
Yeah,
definitely. Really touched.
Okay, this next story is going to be interesting because I'm going to give you an assignment that I think already gives it a description. I'm going to go ballin', big pimpin', and something for the ladies because when a soccer player, goalkeeper, player, says, I'm going to be the kicker for the LSU Tigers. We're talking about that national power. I want to be the kicker on that team. You got some good things going.
You got some prosthetic cojones.
Don't say it. All right, just let's say this.
Imaginary cojones.
Oh, let me say this.
Grab them, too.
Okay. She has a wonderful name. She is attractive, and she is beautiful. Mo Issam. Or
I still go Hope Solo.
Yeah, I know. It's still the best name.
Hope Solo.
It is, dude. That's the name, period. I agree. No, you slammed it on that one.
But it's a good name, too.
Yeah.
And she's a looker.
Yeah, she had, dude.
And plus, she's a goalkeeper. And okay, first of all, women's soccer, you're all tough. Because it's not a game for lightweights.
Right.
Or people who don't have heart.
Right.
So they're all tough mentally, and they're all as tough women that don't mind to mix it up.
Right.
So, but when you're the goalkeeper, that's the one who you used to have people fire at you.
Quick reaction time, have to be athletic,
that's right.
Have to kick the ball, throw the ball, defend the ball. You do a lot more defensively as well, and you're supposed to be an offensive weapon.
Yes.
You do less kicking, but now here's my concern. Okay. Are you hoping that she makes the team? I mean, just think about it.
Yes.
All right. Now, the question is, you guys, what's Mo's chance of making the men's teams? And I put it down in percentages. And you guys let me know. And you guys could do it in the chat room. You let me know what's the more probable percentage of chance that she can get on the team. I started off, Mario, with 10%, 25%, 50%. And I know people are going to go, what is 50-50? I said, no, be realistic.
What's it based on?
Oh, well, let me hold on now. I can tell you, I'm going to give you the parameters. See, I knew you was going to go there.
Yeah, how are we supposed to guess the percent?
See, what he wants to do is sit back and say, let me use the gender bender
it's like
process.
Another one of Vic's Cosmo quizzes. What's her chances of losing her virginity?
No, I didn't say
while
that.
I'm still at LSU.
I didn't say that, man. That's cold.
Oh, she didn't come in with it? Okay.
No. Okay. Let me finish it up, though, before you get in there, because I know you want to chime in. I said it didn't end at 50%, went to 75%, or she has no chance. There are people out there who are saying no chance. Some people wishful thinking. Some people think she has a chance. You've seen LSU play.
She's going to make the team.
You think she's going to make the team? Now, will she be the starter or just the bench player?
Depends how she kicks.
Don't she have to also execute tackling? Because when you kick off, the kicker has to be the back man.
But they usually don't even drill.
Yeah, but she has to. She is the last line of defense. If there's a punt
but they got a bunch
right?
of them who do nothing. Now, a punt return is different. She's a field goal. You talk about field goal kicker,
right? And
they usually don't even do anything.
Right, I know. The part that I'm saying is that even in any position that she's doing, if the kick is blocked, she has to chase him down, right?
She can do as good a job as the other kickers who are not athletic half the time, too.
What do you think her weight is? If you had to guess her weight, when you're only about 140 pounds, maybe 135. You think that has no disadvantage?
Yeah, it has a disadvantage that you're smaller.
So you know what? I
So
get that.
what? I mean, that's the way it is. In other words, Garo Upremian kicked off. He's smaller than her.
I want you
and he
guys to
played
know-
NFL.
Watch this, you guys.
In other words, there's a bunch of historical kickers who are little people.
Wait, are you trying to say little
people?
First of all, let me tell you two things that Mario just did for you, and this is wonderful because I got to pat him on his back. Number one, he said the name Garo. Miami Dolphins, right?
Yeah, how long in the 70s? That shows you how long it takes for little people to come back. It's hard to be pioneer. They'll get a pioneer every year.
See what I'm saying? He's already got...
So they have very few pioneers. So Mo's going to come along now.
Right.
She's the first one that's going to come along wearing a training sports bra. And so it'll be okay. We'll just have to see.
I'm hoping for Mo. I do think this is just hard if you're not in that weight room. Mar, you know this.
We see some terrible kickers.
Yes.
That if it was, I mean, punters tend to be a little more athletic to me
Right.
for some reason.
Right.
But field goal kickers,
It's hard.
you've seen them overweight, beer
Right.
belly, everything to little. So I don't know.
I know, it's hard. And you don't... All I'm saying is this. We've seen some women who look like they can take some brothers down. She
Yeah,
doesn't have
well,
that look.
Like we just had one yesterday, going to the Olympics for clean and jerk. Brothers in the NFL. Brother plays for the Jets.
Holly
right?
Mangold, hey, look, no question that she can do something on the field.
Clean and jerk. And she's not talking about taking a shower.
All right. So we already know right now, as far as you're concerned, she's balling, isn't she?
Yeah, she's balling.
And she also has something for the ladies because she's representing, right?
Yeah.
And she's also big pimping.
She's big pimping too.
Slam dunk, man.
She
You know,
is. I can give her credit.
Yeah, I'm giving her credit.
Hey,
you go out
Mo
there with the
Eason. Mo
LSU Tigers.
Eason.
Man, done. My
And
sports segment is over.
I
Man.
still got to see her go up against Hope Solo.
I think you're right about that.
But you know, Vic, before we go, it's funny because just lately I've been seeing these mixed martial art females.
Right.
Man,
I know.
they have some impressive women there.
Yeah, they do. They
And
do.
that are also
They-
cute and
Yes.
everything, and still they fighting and they all tough. I'm like, what kind of? Let me get a woman like that who can protect me as I get older. I'm gonna say, you don't met my woman will kick your ass.
Okay.
They go like, your woman? I said, you don't believe me? Here's a video from YouTube.
That's wrong, man.
I said, oh yeah, she will kick my ass.
Yeah. Well, let me do this too because I wanted to cover more of the story, but I want to send out a congrats to Tommy Amaker's Harvard qualifies not only for our March Madness, the tournament, because he's a former student player of Coach K, Duke University. And let me say something
Wow.
else. First qualification for that school in the tournament since 1946.
Wow.
That's the coach. Got to give it to him, man.
All
Tommy.
right.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, there you go. It's been
it.
that kind of a day.
Yes, sir.
New New Sports. Victor Allen's own unique look at sports. Hot. Neo-urban. It's sports. The new way. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, New New Sports.
We're kind of tame today. I think
We are.